everybody? It's your boy Jovi, and I'm here on the Small Couch for Small Couch Reviews with the one and only Matthew Jones.
What's goody? What's goody?
I have something special today. I don't know if you can consider it special, but something not out of not the ordinary of what we do on here. Like we've said many times, this is the place for movies, anything pop culture, and all of us, pretty much our whole friend group, are avid sneaker collectors. So, got something pretty cool today. In my opinion, I really want to get Matt's take on this. If you don't know, Matt and myself have been creating together for a very long time. We've made many of projects. There are plenty of videos out on YouTube, actually. Check out Treehouse DMV. And he had a really cool show called Lunch Money, where he really broke down.
Appreciate that.
Almost anything that was cool. It was very similar to what we do. Instead of doing reviews, he would review it, but give you a little history. I don't have much history on these shoes that we're going to look at, but to give you some insight, they are from Kizo Kicks. They were created by two sneaker customizers. This is their fourth or fifth colorway. First colorway was a Chicago inspired colorway. Second one was an all white. Then, because they're customizers, they dipped the all white in coffee and sold those. So they dipped every single individual pair by hand and then sold those dipped white ones with really cool packaging. They had some gray ones with green glow-in-the-dark soles, and I think we are on to this one, which you will see.
I'm excited.
What the colorway is. As I slowly cut this box open, just really want to get Matt's take on.
Oh, so we're getting like the full-fledged unboxing review. Okay, I'm with it.
What is your take on these cats out here making? They're not Nikes, guys. And there's a lot of people that are getting away with taking silhouettes and kind of changing them just a little bit.
Yeah. It's definitely like an uprising of these what do we call them? They're not fakes, the replicas, or it's like I mess with it to a certain degree. I know that there are a few people out here that I feel like they do it in a way where it's ironic. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're necessarily like, trying to convince anyone that this is that product.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, and I think that's what kind of stood out with these. A little insight. These were fairly cheap.
Yeah, for that, just that is definitely.
I am very, very, very intrigued on what their profit margin is on these.
Very interesting.
If you think about a Big Baller brand, which is their shoes were based on hype. They were horrible. They were made in China. Jello's still playing in them, which I would never. I'm not even good at basketball, and I wouldn't go out there.
I didn't even know that they still were a thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Those were, just give you those were $350 when they dropped.
Wow, I mean, like in retrospect, a lot of the knockoff, that's what they call it. Like, a lot of those, like they are, or is it knockoff? It's not knockoff. It's another word that they use to indicate that it's not the original, but it is a variant of that kind of pays homage to it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, for shoes that are made from the ground up, that's pretty typical right now.
Right. That makes sense.
Back then, we were like, that's crazy.
That makes sense, and that's development. That's putting your brand on something. That's getting decent materials. They claimed up and down that their stuff was the best,
top of the line.
The t-shirts were the best. I'm like, man, them some gilding, with some screen print on it. But say all that to say, these were $150.
That's really affordable for a I mean, I guess like you said, we don't know the full history, but like for like a ground up type build,
right?
That's really affordable.
All right, so let's get to it. Here we have it. I mean, this, like, for $150, I expected these to come in a silver bag.
I mean,
with a packing slip from China.
You can't really say too much negative about their dedication to the branding of their product.
Right. Especially when you see what these shoes look like this works. The coffee ones were like in a coffee bag.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of time and effort take to like make sure that they are fully branded. If you can't tell, they have like a denim pattern, and you can see the stitchings going across here. You can even see like distressed.
I didn't mention that they hand box all of their shoes. Also,
that's what I was like gonna say. Like you can tell that they making the shoes is one step, but then actually putting together every single element of the product, like the shoes got into this box because hands touched these shoes and everything in the box as well. So this is dope.
It's dope. It's really dope.
It's a lot. It's a quality product.
From a little more background, I feel like the whole audience, all of y'all, guys and gals, y'all don't even know that I'm a designer. This guy is a designer, so
met at design school.
This is pretty darn cool. I mean, like, even the quality of the print, like, it's a little blurry, but it was $150.
Yeah.
So cool box.
And
like,
is that magnetic? It's magnetic seal.
What is your profit margin, Kizo?
Nice little welcome,
like,
thank you message printed on the inside of the box.
It's magnets back here, so that it's easier for you to open. Look at that paper.
Nice wrapping paper.
Dust
bag.
And a freaking
good
dust bag, y'all.
I mean, like every single element. Somebody put laid the paper in. Somebody took the actual shoes out of the plastic that they come in once they're shipped, and then placed them in a dust bag that is printed. I mean, they printed
everything is branded.
Yeah.
Let's pull them out. It smells like not a. So.
Kind of smells like 2009 like ESBs when you took them joints out.
Yeah.
Smells like.
Yo, I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of detail. The rose on the bottom here, the rose is on the side, the rose right here. Nice padded tongue. Like, that's a decent. It's not a Nike SB tongue, but we see where they were going with it. Came with an extra pair of laces. Two. That's crazy. Shoe trees are actually not just paper. And the insole. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I can tell that they had to been very proud of what they were able to do with this product. For a lot of the other guys that are doing similar work, it's not nearly. I would say that there's not nearly as much from the ground up type of work that is done to make sure that the product is like distinguishable from a lot of other products. Like, I know I just got a notification about another I guess you could say like knockoff sneaker designer who redesigns Jordan 1s as a product Kai or Kiy is, the tag that he goes by.
I love his stuff.
And I really appreciate his designs, his colorways, and honestly, I'm probably more of a fan of his clothes than I am his shoes. But I think that whatever place he uses or whatever, there are so many different brands that use the exact same design as him. So it's a Jordan 1 and a bolt on the side. So unless you knew of the specific color or the specific, when it came out, you wouldn't even know whether or not they were his or somebody else's, because everybody's kind of using all of these. I'm thinking they're using the same warehouses, the same places that make these things. This is clearly...
It's like the stitch work.
Far more of a custom job than what they do.
Double toe box.
I want to find the model, but obviously the first thing that you see is a dunk, right? But this actually reminds me more of a specific model of, I don't know if you remember, but after Nike SB took their little mini hiatus, there was Nike 6.0.
Yes.
And there was a 6.0 that looked exactly like this.
I like the Nike 6.0 logo was kind of cool though.
Yeah. But even the double
the double toe the double toe box, which is, so maybe this is the big thing for me. It's like that's great. The legality of how far can you go, or how much do you have to change? We learned 40%. The model has changed a lot, but maybe the model that Matt's talking about is not protected like the dunk is.
Yeah.
And you can do this. What I want to do is actually pull out a new dunk and just put them next to each other.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Is a Nike dunk. This cut is the old school cut, which is pretty much what they're doing right now. They're trying to bring that back. I really like the way the old school cut were. They're a little higher, and the tongue is definitely everyone loves a nice Nike SB tongue, but I think what is it? This is not vinyl. What is it? It is, right? Is that not the word? What is the word I'm looking for? What is it called? Nylon tongue. I love that. I absolutely love that. But yeah. So comparatively, put these drinks side by side.
The soles are almost identical. Yeah. Almost. Not exactly. But this one has one less. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 holes.
Yep,
back, you got holes. Nike.
But this has only 2.
Yeah.
Stitches going across, so that has 3.
So, you can definitely tell the back of the shoe.
Definitely different.
And if we rock out with the inside, let's see. You have this little back strap here.
Yeah, that goes over top. They separate a lot of different elements that on the dunk design, it's a one piece.
So, and then of course the toe box is way higher.
Yeah.
This is, Matt was spot on. This looks like a skate shoe. A skate, a true skate shoe. Not just like a Nike SB or this looks like when they were making those 6.0s when people weren't rocking them joints for style. They were going out and skating them. But yeah, that's enough for a comparison. We know what it is. We know that that's not a Nike product.
And that's what I really do. I really do dig that. It's, what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, another thing that we really, really appreciate which is going to comic book conventions and seeing another artist's take on something that we already love. Like, I mean, we're literally in the Blurred Museum where we're surrounded by fan art.
Yeah.
Where you can see, you know, the characters that we love, you know, Star Wars, and you see, you know, Samurai Champloo, and it's you know all of these different things, but it's another artist's take on that, and I have no problem spending money and purchasing someone else's artistic, you know, interpretation of something that they already love, and that's what I get from this sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like you kind of have to try these joints on, bro, so that you can see like what the difference in the fit and how they feel.
That's crazy.
I mean,
it's like I know what dunk feels like. Let me slide this one on. I got these thick, what's the name? Somewhere socks on.
See, it's like where it matters.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like the look of them, but like even as I'm like holding them here, and I'm kind of feeling the difference.
Toe box, even though it's high, is very tight. I mean, it's like I would have to walk around in them, but since they are so thick and all this extra material is underneath, I think that's the why.
Yeah.
Like, just like Matt said, these are all one singular piece. On these, I'm getting this. This is rubbing against my foot.
That and this under part as well.
So it's like it's a high toe box, and
and the piece that's underneath the toe box to add, you know.
It's a whole bunch right there. Like I said, I would have to walk in these to actually get them to like break in. But off bat, that's tight. And this is a 13. I knew to go up in size.
Yeah.
This is a 12. And they're like the same. like it's like a little bit, just maybe, what is that? A half of an inch?
No, not even that.
Like a quarter of an inch bigger, and this is supposed to be a 13. I know Nike. I know how Nikes fit on my feet. I could do a 12. These, I was like, I gotta do a 13.
Yeah.
These guys are literally, it's two guys that spend time designing these, designing the box, designing the packaging, hand putting them in these dust bags, putting the paper in, unfolding the boxes, putting those boxes in the shipping boxes, making shipping label, putting the sticker for the size. They do a visual inspection of each one of them. I do have a little spot right there, guys. Just wanted you to know that. That missed you. That missed you. Missed your visual inspection. But this has gone on for long enough. I feel like this was a great comparison, great episode.
That was fun, man. Like I think that's pretty cool.
I'm going to give my score. I'll let Matt give his score. Smokehouse Reviews, we do a score to 5. Sam has been talking about making it 10 for the last 2 years. We are 2 years old, y'all. I cannot express how...
That's pretty cool.
We started off on a couch in my parents' house in the corner bedroom to now being in my home with my wife, my son, and my Nash Blurred Museum on a couch. Yeah, it's really cool. The fan base has been growing. y'all watch the videos. People need to start following. Like, y'all watch our stuff. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, y'all be watching. Follow. And comment. We love talking to y'all. Back to it. I'm going to go ahead and give these
out of 5.
So, and I have a little different perspective because I actually got to put them on my feet.
Yeah.
And this is really hard. And this is nothing against Kizo. I want to say that you guys are doing an amazing job. I would love to support, as much as I can. 2.5. And that's not, I'm going to give you my reasons. National brand like Nike, quality control is out of this world. Even if they do mess up, you can get yourself another, if it's not a hot shoe.
Yeah.
That's one point for when I think of, if this wasn't right and kind of the idea of how they fit, I have to take a point off for that. So it drops it down to a 4. Let me take it. It's not 2.5. It's more of a 3 for me. Fit, I had to take a whole point off for because I'm kind of concerned that I may be able to rock these, but I'm not going to be able to wear them for a long time. And that's a big deal to me. But you got 2 points off bat for how cool these are. What you guys are doing. And then another point for like the attention to detail across the board is amazing. You're not getting this from any brand unless you're buying a $500 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And you guys are selling these for $150. So a 3. And again, if you guys have watched our show, a 3 is not a bad score. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was just, I really, really appreciate the artistry and the irony of what is being done. Tapping into nostalgia. I'm huge on nostalgia. I'm huge on, artists utilizing inspiration in order to create something that pays homage in an obvious way,
right.
Not anything that's trying to like steal. I mean, a lot of even what Virgil did when it came to his designs, and I mean, I know a lot of people have different opinions on his process, but I just feel like whenever you can like pay homage to something that you love in a way where it's obviously not trying to replicate that product, but it's just showing you like I loved how they did what they did. I really bang with it, and I appreciate the story behind the brand, and then even opening the box. I mean, like you said, like attention to detail. These guys obviously didn't really, they made the product that they can afford, but they're not cutting corners when it comes to like.
I can't imagine they're making anything off of them.
Because
it could be just getting it out there.
So I'm going to. I think I may. However, though, the only reason why I would go with like a 2.5, 2.75 is because I know that there is area for growth, and I know that there's like area for them to continue to improve the process, improve, all aspects. Because I know that like I said, maybe just starting off, you don't have all the resources or money to make the product that you want to make. I mean, you feel the inspiration versus the product next to each other. You can tell, okay, Nike can obviously afford to do this. They can afford to do that. They, have had so many iterations of the Dunk that they can see, okay, this worked, this didn't work, this, X, Y, and Z, until you get to this perfect cut.
Right.
I feel like they still have time to continue to refine their design and get it to a place where like stuff like this, the sizing can be consistent.
Like even looking at this right shoe and then looking at the left, like the toe box.
The toe box is slightly different. It's just not. it's just little things like that that just make it like there's room for improvement.
Right.
There's definitely room for improvement, but doesn't take away at all for what these guys are able to do. But like you said, I mean, it seems like with what they're pushing out versus what they realistically should be able to do for the price that they're charging, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
I was convinced that I was going to get got.
Mm.
Because I have another pair from another brand that took forever to get to me. And I got them and I was like, oh, okay, these are cool. Because it's a little insight. I've had this idea for this documentary for years. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. But this is kind of why I'm on this move of buying and trying to figure out what this looks like. I feel like that'd be a great small couch reviews, treehouse project, just coming together because, again, we have so many fans of sneakers, sneaker culture. Sneaker culture is a huge part of our culture here in the DMV. So, I agree. Great job, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see. I'm definitely gonna follow and like pay attention to like what moves they make because I'm interested to see what they come up with next.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Again, make sure you guys follow. Comment down below. I don't know if there's many like reviews of the sneaker here. Again, this is not what we always do here at Small Couch Reviews. Primarily, we do a lot of comics, movies, and more pop culture things. But something that I really wanted to do with my best friend here because he really can break down things to a T and really expose the good, the bad, and the the ugly of things. So I'm out. My name is Jovi. This is Matt.
Matt Jones.
Deuces, y'all.